televiewers po natin ng BLI. Linggo na naman, nandito naman kami. Pero teka muna, Tita Maggie, nasaan si Ana?
Oo nga. Kanina narinig ko kausap si Bruce.
Si Bruce. Oh, what's up with Bruce? Ewan ko, masakit daw ang ulo niya. Wait,
Late ka na.
bakit bigla kang dumating?
Si Bruce kasi,
Oh, ano?
masakit daw ang head aching.
Headache.
Head aching.
Masakit ang ulo.
Oo,
May ulo ba yun?
lamok yun. Ay, hindi, tao pala.
Magandang sign yun. Ibig sabihin may ulo siya. Yung sakit ng ulo na yan, hindi dapat walang bahala. Alam mo ba? Kailangan seryosohin niya yun.
Alam mo, Susan, pero sa totoo lang, sumakit talaga ang ulo ko sa kaka-English niya.
Sa kaka-English niya? Oh my God. Pasensyahan mo na, Ana.
Dito Maggie, batiin mo natin yung audience natin kasi kanina pa sila dyan sa likod natin, no?
Okay, so good morning po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Be Alive.
Good morning. Yes, a good and healthy morning to our audience and viewers out there.
Well, seriously, Ana, no? Ang topic natin ngayon is very interesting. Actually, it's all about tumor.
Brain tumor.
Brain
yes.
tumor. And sometimes it leads to cancer, no?
Yes.
And according to World Health Organization,
Yes, deaths will increase from 6.7 million to 17 million. Yes.
really bad news. Tama po yan. Kaya nga, we will be presenting to you a case of tumor. Kwento po ng isang husband that would really stand by his wife. Again, another sign of love, no? In sickness and in health. So, let's watch this.
Kapag ang pinagbuklod ng Diyos ay nagsasama ng masaya, wala silang pinapangarap, kundi ang maging makapiling habang buhay. Ganito ang pangarap ni Anastasio at Loida Millan. Mahigit na 20 taon na silang kasal nang dapuan ng tumor ang ulo ni Loida.
Laging sumasakit ang ulo niya, nagsisisure siya, bigla siyang tumumba, wala nang malay. Kalang ko, talagang yun ang katapusan niya. Kumatos lang doon sa emergency.
Noong 2009 ay inoperahan si Loida sanhi ng tumor sa ulo. Ang akala nila ay iyon na ang makakapagpagaling sa kanya. Subalit nagkamali sila dahil pabalik-balik ang paghihirap ni Loida.
Laging nagsisisure, nagkakaroon ako ng phobia pag may bumagsak, tingin ako kagad. May nagdevelop na naman daw na tumor sa ulo niya, benign. Kaya lang hindi nakakayod daw lahat sa skull niya. Kaya may nagdevelop ulit. Pangatlo na sana, umayaw siya. Kasi takot.
At dahil ayaw nang magpa-opera si Loida, unti-unti nang nawawala ng pag-asa si Anastasio sa pagaling ng asawang si Loida. Subalit, ano nga ba ang nangyari kay Loida?
Basta bumabagsak ako, tapos buhay pa rin ako. Hindi ko alam kung nanginginig ako, hindi eh. Basta bababagsak lang ako kasi.
Parang tinigpas na lang ng saging talaga. Bagsak talaga. Tapos pahinga ng mga 1 minuto. Tingnan ko muna yung ulo niya kung may damage, katawan niya. Kung wala naman, pinababayaan ko muna hanggang hindi siya mabuhayin ulit.
Ika nga, when it rains, it pours. Kaya ang pagsubok sa mag-asawa ay waring lumala ng lumala.
Itong 2012 yung mata niya lumuwa. Pina-CT scan, ngayon ang rekomendasyon for operation ulit. Umayo na, ayun na, takot na raw siya, at saka matanda na raw. Rekomenda kami sa radiologist. Sabi ng doktor, pagka tinirapi namin yan, malamang mawawala yung kaliwang mata niya. Bubulag kasi yung bukol na nasa likuran. Tapos yung kanan, baka maapektuhan.
Pero kahit unos man ang dumating, walang nakakatinag sa mga taong naniniwala na may pag-asa. Ayon kay Anastasio, isang hindi inaasahang biyaya ang tugon sa kanya ng Diyos.
Yung kakilala ko sa nights, nirekomenda niya yung Laminine. Sabi ko, di subukan natin. Nag-umpisa siyang uminom ng Laminine. Simula nung July, hindi nagsisisure. Napapansin ko yung mata niya, lumulubog yung eyeball niya. Pati mga anak ko napapansin nila na lumilit na yung mata ni mama. Pati yung fatty liver niya, nawala. Saka yung cholesterol, na normal din. Ngayon at 68 na kami pareho, masaya ako at sa tulong ng Laminine, malaking progreso ang nangyari sa amin. Pati yung sugar ko bumaba, saka yung blood pressure ko bumaba din. Normal, kaya nagpapasalamat ako sa Laminine na tinitake namin. Regalo na ni Lord sa amin ito, kako.
Iyan ang kwento ng mag-asawang Loida at Anastasio Millan. Patuloy na matatag hindi lamang sa pagsasama, kundi pati sa kalusugan.
I love you, Lloyd.
I love you, Tas.
At dahil sa Lamin 9 at programang Be Alive, masaya ang buhay na mag-asawa ngayon.
Nakita mo yun, Tita Maggie?
Yes, Susan. If that's not love, I don't know what it is.
True love. True love. Sa panahon kasi ngayon, bihira na lang yung couple na tatagal. At yung pag nagkasakit ang isa, hindi niya iiwan. Bagkus, aalagaan pa niya.
Siyempre naman.
Nakakakilig lang po yung last part where they profess love for each other, no? Talagang in sickness and in health. Diba, Tita Maggie?
Aba, oo, yan ang tinatawag na love conquers all.
Wow! Ay, nako. Inspiring po talaga. Kaya pagbalik po namin, we mga televiewers at sa ating audience, and of course, let's welcome our doctors. Today po, ang topic po natin is about tumor. And I think Dr. Mario was the first one who came across them. Tell us the story, Dr. Mario.
She came to the office in Ortigas and she was on wheelchair because she's not able to ambulate and she was having seizures. Her eyes are really protruding because the brain tumor is a meningioma which is encroaching on the optic nerve, and what's happening is that eye is becoming blind already and the eye is coming out already because the tumor is getting out. So the patient underwent a couple of surgeries, but they said it's a benign condition because meningioma is a benign condition. However, it is one of those tumors that are really in between benign and malignant because it's still growing. The only thing, it doesn't metastasize. That's why it's considered as a benign tumor. So surgery is always there. There's always a need for removing the tumor. Otherwise, it's going to become a problem. Now, I told her to take Laminine, and it improved her health very substantially.
And how long did it take, Doctor?
I think it was about 2 weeks to about a month na nag-improved gradually from wheelchair born. She was able to ambulate. The more important thing is actually the seizures are controlled because that alone becomes a problem. Isipin nyo kung nagkaroon siya ng seizure and mahulog siya, tatama yung head niya, so that will be another head trauma, another problem.
So, doctor, what happened to her eye? Was it improved?
Well, it shrunk a little, so bumalik sa eye socket niya. And now it's almost normal when you look at her. It's not really that bad.
Nagsasuffer yata siya nitong disease na to since 2002. Hindi po gamot ang Laminine. And I'm sure you did not tell them to stop what they are taking. All the other medications, they continue. Can you help us understand why it had given her that much improvement?
In this instance, surgery is already being considered because of the enlarging tumor. Ang importante, the body has an inbuilt mechanism to heal and repair itself. The vital life force which God has given is there. And in medicine, we call this the principle of homeostasis, meaning the body will always move towards balance. So, if it needs to build, maintain, and repair, the body has the intelligence on how to do it. Our goal is to enhance it. And one of the ways to enhance it is the introduction of functional food, because food is still an integral part of the healing process. Food supplements has now a new category. We call it functional food, because food supplements in general is simply to avoid deficiency of certain nutrients. So if you didn't eat well, you need to supplement. However, based on research, there are certain components coming from the food that can be derived, and it can enhance body function. So we call this functional food. The egg powder extract came from egg. Egg is food. However, what has been extracted, the technology is there that will help support the body function. So that's now a functional derivative. So it's a good example of functional food. It does not simply give you amino acids or protein. It has additional components. We call it the PESE, or proto-embryonic stage extract. And then there is a proprietary process that cannot be duplicated. What I know is that the procedure is frozen dried method, meaning whatever the ingredients that has been derived can easily be destroyed by heat, by acid. So it has to be immediately freezed. So so that the ingredients can be contained or maintained. So it's simply technology. When that is introduced to the body, it will enhance the body's ability to repair itself. So the person underwent surgery. Obviously, after surgery, what is important is the repair of the tissues and the repair, let's say, of the nerves. So when these things are enhanced, so obviously there will also be an improved response, like the decrease of seizures. Because that means the nerves has been augmented with proper intake of food together with proper medicine and surgery. So we may call this integrative medicine, where anything that may be useful to a patient should be included. It's not an exclusion where it's functional food versus therapeutics. Therapeutics is the medical approach. However, the patient still has to eat food. Why not enhance the quality of the food the patient is taking, especially when you know it can enhance repair? So why not give it a try, and then the results usually show that it does exactly that work.
So, doctor, the functional food you're referring to is laminine, isn't it?
Yes, laminine can qualify as a functional food. So therefore, it is still a food supplement. It is not a medicine or a drug. It is not to replace medicine. It is not a substitute. But it's still an integral part of the healing process.
And Dr. Rhea, how can you differentiate laminine from other functional food supplements that are out there in the market?
The amazing with laminine kasi is it has the fibroblast growth factor. Alam naman po natin na it is patented. Gaya nga po ng sinasabi natin na ang laminine, ginagawa po siya ng isang machine lang sa buong mundo to be able to capture the ingredients na kailangan talaga ng katawan natin. Yung fibroblast growth factor po kasi, importante yan sa katawan ng tao. Kasi when cells function, they communicate with each other through cell signals. So, pag overly stimulated yung cell, katulad, sample yung case natin, tumor. Tumor is a case of over-stimulated yung brain cell to cell divide. So, nagkakaroon ng tumor o mass. So, pag overly stimulated yan, kailangan meron diyang magsisignal to stop or para i-regulate yung kanyang cell division para hindi na siya maging tumor. Kasi, lalo na sa brain, it is an enclosed area eh. Kahit pea-size lang na tumor dyan will affect the function of the brain. So, lalo na nangyayari na nag-protrude pa yung eyes. Ibig sabihin, ganon kalaki yung tumor niya. So, when you take laminine, the fibroblast growth factor will be able to signal the cell to, oops, wag ka magparami ng sobra kasi hindi na maganda ang nagiging resulta. Kaya nga, ang cell natin, doon merong fibroblast growth factor receptor. Pag nag-attach yung fibroblast growth factor receptor, magbibigay siya ng negative feedback mechanism o magsisignal siya doon sa mismong system, sample nun sa brain or sa meninges, yung kung saan located yung tumor, para hindi na siya magparami. So, the function, unti-unti, liliit yung tumor, the normal function will be gained back. That's one amazing thing na meron sa laminine. Gaya ng sabi ni Doc Arlie, kailangan naman natin ng amino acids, protein, so vitamins, minerals, andyan na rin siya sa laminine. So, yung nagsisignal, yung nag-uutos, yung materyales, andun na. Ang worker niya, yung mismong katawan din natin. So, wala tayong dinadagdag na ibang cell galing sa labas. So, it's all natural. Ganun ka-amazing yung laminine.
Kaya po ba ganun kabilis? Kasi it's just a matter of weeks, no? Nakita niyo improvement?
There's a remarkable improvement with the patient. No, you can see now when you see she's already ambulating up and about. No?
Opo.
That alone is a big improvement, no? Because from wheelchair point that you're not able to do anything, to be
Nakakatayo na.
nakakatayo na siya.
Nagagaling talaga Susan sa
Nakakatulong para maibigay natin dun sa mga taong meron siyang severe gout, yung sobrang hindi na halos makalakad yung pasyente.
Kasi pagka may gout ka, meron kang abnormal na mga deposito nung mga sinasabi nga natin yung sa excess na yung mga protein deposits. Ngayon, itong laminine na product, ito po ay malaki maitutulong doon sa pamamagitan po ng pag-aayos po ng metabolismo. Pagka po tayo nagtitake ng laminine, ang mismong laminine po na may fibroblast growth factor at saka yung mga iba pa niya mga sangkap, makakatulong yun para mapabilis ang metabolismo. Hindi po siya madedeposito doon po sa mga joints. Ito po ay mayu-use up ng body natin para po magamit ng sistema. Kaya talaga napakaganda po ng laminine sa mga may mga abnormal na metabolismo ang katawan, lalong-lalo na po sa gout.
We have Victor who would like to ask another question.
If there's any part of the brain that is highly susceptible or vulnerable to tumor,
The hypervascular areas, usually the meninges, that are very susceptible to meningiomas, gliomas, and they are, because the meninges is a covering of the brain. So, malakas siyang lumaki. And because of the potential for growth of the tumor, it becomes basically a problem in removing them kasi pabalik-balik lang after surgery. If you don't remove the complete tumor, it becomes a tumor later on after a couple of years.
Okay, and the next one.
Ako po pala si Yvonne. Tanong ko lang po kung paano nakakatulong yung Laminin sa may lupus.
Ang lupus erythematosus kasi, ibig sabihin po kasi niyan is an autoimmune disorder. Yung mismong katawan mo, yung panlaban mo, mga sundalo mo, kinakalaban niya yung mismong sarili mo. Hindi niya nare-recognize as self, nare-recognize niya as foreign. So, inaatake niya. So, kung tutusin, parang nawindang yung immune system ng katawan mo. So, dun po papasok yung Laminin kasi gaya nga lang sinasabi ko, ang Laminin may fibroblast growth factor na yung fibroblast growth factor na yon kaya niya mag-signal sa mga cells kung overly stimulated yung cell mo, kaya niyang i-regulate yung function into the normal function. So, tuturuan niya yung cell mo to recognize yung self niya as self and foreign as foreign para hindi niya kakalabanin. Kasi maraming autoimmune disease kasi na didistract yung mismong tissues, sariling cells natin, yung sundalo kasi ng katawan natin, akala niya yun yung kalaban. So, mas maganda pag merong ganong autoimmune diseases, mag-start na mag-take ng Laminin.
And we have Luzma here who would like to ask another question. Please, Luzma.
Doc, pwede po bang mag-take ng Laminin yung mga bata like 3 years old?
In general, egg is one of the foods given to children. Pag umabot na po ng 6 months old, binibigyan siya ng soft-boiled egg. So on that basis, dahil sa food naman siya, hindi naman siguro tayo masyadong kakabahan. However, it is always safe na lalo na pag may medical condition, always consult the pediatrician para siya na po mag-decide kung ano yung proper dosage na binibase niya sa adult dose. Kasi obviously, mas konti yung ibibigay sa bata kaysa adult.
Another question, please, Mirna.
Nakakatulong po ba sa mga batang hyperactive or what we call ADHD?
Dr. Wasim, please.
Para sa may mga ADHD, we know naman na attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So, sila yung minsan uncontrollable destructive behavior or sometimes they have their own world. So, paano yung relationship nitong mga batang to? They cannot really relate to our world. So, anong ginagawa ng Laminin dito? Kung ano yung pangangailangan ng may ADHD, babalansehin niya sa loob ng katawan or yung tinatawag natin kanina na homeostasis. So, kahit anong condition niya, eventually or gradually, it will react. Yung mga equilibrium ng katawan natin, yung mga electrical impulses natin, binabalance niya until such time na makarecover yung body or makakompensate doon sa kung ano yung nawawala, doon sa cell natin.
And Dr. Velasco, would you like to add to that?
Yes, may pasyente na po ako na nakapag-take na po ng Laminin at talaga pong nakatulong.
ADHD po.
Yes, aside from the ADHD, meron din po autistic na pasyente na talaga napakalaki po na ipinagbago. Naging controllable nga po yung behavior. Kaya doon po sa may mga anak na talaga nahihirapan po para kontrolin yung behavior, try Laminin. At talaga masasabi ko, guaranteed po, malaki ang pagbabago sa bata po.
Since Dr. was mentioning about electrical impulses po, meron po tayong isang equipment sa ating opisina na ang gumagamit po ay ang ating mga doctors. Libre po yon, alay po sa inyo ng Forever Rich at Life Farm.
Ang isang strategiya para hindi po tayo magkasakit, alamin natin kaagad in advance kung tayo po ay at risk for certain health conditions. Then, follow up po ng doktor, laboratory test, physical examination. Pero mahalaga yung magkaroon tayo ng way to screen in advance, parang radar. So dito po, hahawakan lang po yung aparato, babalansin po niya yung electrical balance ng body sapagkat yung cells natin may kuryente. If the cells are healthy, may healthy electrical current yan. If the cells are weak, of course the current is weaker. And the machine more or less can gauge which part of the body or systems or group of organs na medyo humihina na ating kuryente kasi may kuryente tayo, vital life force. So, that will be a guide.